This video will give you some ideas of mobility exercises you can do to get more flexible for tricks on the pole, particularly for those beginner upright spins. However, I know that it can still be confusing even if you're given different exercises to do because you don't know where it all fits into the grand scheme of things. Also, there's way more to pole strengthening and conditioning than just getting flexible shoulders. So I've gone ahead and filmed a beginner strengthening and conditioning workout, which I used myself when I was first starting out. You can find that in the description box below. You can just click on the link and download the video of the workout and come exercise with me. We have our arm overhead all the time in pole. So make sure your arm can go 180 degrees overhead while keeping your back straight against a wall. To get your shoulder into an overhead hanging position, you want to reach as high up as you can with your arm. You'll feel your shoulder blade go up all the way to its maximum. To externally rotate your shoulder, it's almost like you're trying to bring your pinky to the front of the pole towards your face. And your arm will still be on the same side of the pole as your body. If you are still confused what muscles you should try to engage and how to actually engage these muscles on the pole, I do have a follow along pole conditioning and strengthening workout for beginners where I go into cueing that I use for correct overhead muscle engagement in much more detail. You'll find the link in the description box to download this video. If you're finding it hard to engage these muscles, or if you can't actually bring your arm 180 degrees overhead without feeling some restriction, don't worry, here are some exercises in the shoulder mobility section to practice being aware of engaging them in an overhead position. Child's pose lift. Get into child's pose with your feet together and your knees apart. Place your thumbs up towards the ceiling. Push your arms forward to get your shoulder blade towards your ear. Lift one arm up as high as you can, engaging the muscles between your shoulder blades. Keep your back straight. Try not to arch your back. The next level of this move requires you to turn your hand so your palm is facing up towards the ceiling, bringing your shoulder into an external rotation position. Now try to lift your arm up as high as you can towards the ceiling and hold. Focus on keeping your arm externally rotated and reaching as far forwards as you can. Child's pose arm lift with band. Get into a child's pose. Place a band around the hands with your thumbs pointing towards the ceiling. Press gently outwards onto the band while slowly lifting one arm at a time off the floor and back down again. You'll feel your mid-upper back muscles working and the back of your shoulders, the external rotators. Banded I and Ys. Lie on your back, lift your bent legs up to the ceiling. Place a band around your feet. Pull the band in a straight line overhead until the shoulders reach the floor, keeping your elbows straight. Feel the mid-upper back muscles working. Focus on moving your shoulder blades all the way up towards your ears when you pull the band down. Go ahead and increase the space between your hands to make a Y shape. This will now target different muscles to the banded eyes. Lower down your upper back, between the bottom part of your shoulder blades. Arm lifts with band. Place a band around the wrists. Pull the band open and lift the arms overhead. Push your shoulder blades up towards the top of your head. Turn your elbow pits towards your face as much as possible. Wall angel. Bring your bent arms out to the side 90 degrees. Lift your elbows off the wall to engage those external rotator shoulder muscles. Keeping your back straight along the wall, engage your core. Raise your arms vertically up, then back down to starting position, feeling those upper mid-back muscles squeeze as you come down. Shoulder blade squeezes. In a quadruped position, maintain a straight back by engaging your core. Push down and bring your shoulder blades forwards. Lower your back, then squeeze your shoulder blades together. Think about only moving your shoulders. Keep your arms straight. You can use a band over your upper back to help cue the band tightening when you push up and the band loosening when you squeeze your shoulder blades together as you lower. Rotation. The muscles that rotate our shoulder internally and externally help to stabilize our shoulders. We want to strengthen these muscles to increase stability of our shoulders, as it is one of the least stable joints, yet used heavily in pole dance. It's also useful to have this strength for later moves which require a lot more demand on the shoulders, such as in a ballerina. Internal rotation with band. Tie your band to a doorknob, outdoor post, or your pole. Tie it just above your hip height, aligned with your elbow. Bring your elbow into your side, palm facing up. Pull band across your body, keeping your elbow in the same spot. External rotation with band. Tie a band once again to a sturdy post or pole just above your hip height, aligned with your elbow. Bring your elbow into your side, palm facing up. Pull the band away from your body, keeping the elbow in the same spot. Breaking the bar. Place your hand inside a band with the thumbs sitting outside of the band and elbows by your side. Place pressure on the outside of the band and slowly rotate your palms inwards. Rotations with band in extension. Place your hands inside a band behind your back with the thumbs sitting outside of the band. Lift your arms up behind you. Press on the side of the band and rotate your palms to turn inwards. Training in different planes. As pole dancers, we want to work our strength and mobility in all the different planes that our shoulder can go into. Even if we aren't doing those movements as much in pole dance, it just keeps us more well-rounded. Extension. We need extension for moves where we are grabbing the pole or our foot behind us. Extension arm lifts. Lie on your stomach. Place your hands in a fist on the floor beside your chest. Lift your elbows up as high as you can to the ceiling. Keep your elbows in place, then straighten your arms. Lower your fists back down without touching the floor. Adduction. We need to keep our arms by our side. Example for inverts, figure skater, split grip moves, when we push the pole away in a half bracket grip or in forearm spins. Adduction band exercise. Anchor the band up high on the pole. Stand next to and slightly behind the pole. Hold the band with your inside arm. Pull the band down from the pole from shoulder height with a slight bend at the elbow. Keep your arm in the same shape and only move through the shoulder. Abduction. There aren't as many beginner moves using abduction of the shoulder, but it is still good to strengthen in all planes of motion, as mentioned before. Usually in pole, if our arm is in abduction, we are pulling towards our body or pushing away, for example in a Jamila. Band exercise. Anchor the band down low. Stand next to and slightly behind the pole. Hold the band with your outside arm, with a slight bend at the elbow. Pull the band across your body away from the pole. Keep your arm in the same shape and only move through the shoulder. Upper back rotation. Rotation in the back is important because if it is limited, we may put too much strain on our shoulders. We need rotation in the upper back for twisty moves like ballerina and vomatron. Twisting in quadruped. Go on all fours with your knees slightly ahead of your hips. Rest one forearm onto the floor. Place the other hand behind your head and rotate the body away from your forearm. try to keep your hips square, which will allow you to focus on generating the movement from your upper back. It helps to think of trying to just move the shoulder of your arm behind the head to stack on top of your shoulder that is resting on the ground. Feel your shoulder blades squeeze together as you reach the end point of your movement, as your shoulder turns towards the ceiling. Go in a quadruped position. Place your hands on a resistance band. Pull the band to your shoulder. Then rotate your torso. Use the muscles between your shoulder blades to generate this movement to twist as far back as you can. Push down with your bottom hand from the shoulder as you rotate. You can increase how far your hands are apart on the band to decrease the difficulty. Do not just pull your elbow back as you rotate, but make sure the top of your shoulder is also moving in line with your elbow. Come join me in my upper body beginner pole dance conditioning and strengthening workout. You will find the follow along workout in the description box below. I'll be keen to see you there.